You know what it is, man. It probably that, and in the writing process, different points. It's because where we were at, we were all in LA at the time, but it could have been London or any other big city where there's people around in the press all the time. If you go out to a function, we go to functions here and there, and I'm kind of over going to functions, but there was a point we were going to like these, and there'd be people with asking you shit about the record constantly with something in their hand, and it's on the internet that night, and you're quoted as, I was with Scott when he said, oh, maybe it'll be like a concept record. He was half fucking joking, half making conversation, and it was taken as set in stone that we're making a concept record. So you can't really just have a conversation and
do you feel like no one has a sense of humor with it? Do you feel like no one has a sense of humor when it comes to, you having a joke?
Dude, do you know how many times I've been asked why we didn't make a concept record? Already, just doing the press campaign for this thing. And I'll have to go, oh, shit, Yeah, what do I say? You had to be there. It was a joke. It was kind of a half joke. It was conversation. So it's just, it's the times we live in now. When you're in a band that's not holed up in a house, we're a band. We're guys. We go out places, You're going to be quoted as saying stuff. And you just got to be careful what you say, I guess. More and more careful what you say.
Don't you feel like sort of having a lot of bands, like bands who have certain names that don't really mean anything, and because they're constantly asked about it, will just make up stuff, and you almost feel like you want to kind of fucking leave us alone kind of thing, you know what I mean?
I mean, I've thought of that, of just like making up something fantastic and then saying something completely contradictory the next time, but I'm just not that type of person. I can't constantly think of goofy things to say, and so I'll say what is the truth to me at that moment. But we are a group of 5 guys, very strong musical sensibilities, and separate from each other, but together we make this band. So if you're going to ask Matt something one night and ask me something another night, but we're in the same place writing, we might take what we're doing 2 different ways.
Sure.
But it's not final until it comes out on the record, and then we have this united, like, okay, this is the song, and we're all backing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
This actually leads into another question that someone sent in, which was, how come you're so nice, all of you, it's like fame never happened to you? You just meet those divas who are a quarter the size of bands that you've ever been in.
We're doing this for the right, we've always, speak for myself, and I can speak for the other guys in my band, really, actually. I can speak for all of us. We've all done this for the right reasons from the beginning. And that wasn't to make fucking money. It wasn't a commercial thing ever. Starting when we were teenage kids, it was about the love of what we're doing. It's from the heart. And as long as you do it for that reason, I think, and there's other guys like us. I think Josh from Queens is one of the nicest guys. Why? Because and most intriguing guys, because he does it for the fucking right reason. That guy's got a big old heart, and it's like, and he creates like all this fucking great shit, and he's not out there trying to fucking sell a perfume line, He's doing his thing, and that's why we do it. And I think, commercial success is great. And, we had commercial success on our first record, but the commercial success wasn't the end game for us. It wasn't at all the end game. Commercial success has never defined who I am, as a matter of fact, like in Guns, when we were playing the stadiums, and it got to be so big that I was lost and swimming for a while. And if I was ever an asshole, it might have been during that point, because I was fucking lost. I didn't know why I was doing it anymore. I couldn't feel the heat of the audience. They were so far away.
Do you kind of understand then, like, Roger Waters' The Wall, the whole sort of, having been there on those huge stages, you're kind of makes sense now.
Yeah, those guys were always freaky though. Pink Floyd.
Oh yeah.
No, but yeah, no, I understand why some people can't get out. You gotta have a sense of. I was lucky to have regained my sense of humor about what this whole thing is we do, and I take it very seriously, absolutely what I do. But you have to look at it with like some of the shit that I've been involved with is fucking hilarity, man. Some stories, I hear about shit I've done, that I don't remember, and it's like, oh my god, that's fucking Spinal Tap, full on.
In terms of being, like you say, a band who are just here because you want to play and you want to make music, as opposed to, groupies and whatever else.
Yeah.
And obviously I don't want to get into a slagging match about Rick Rubin, but was he? I imagine, having read an interview actually the week we had that you weren't going to be working with Rick, I read that he's kind of turned into this sort of executive producer, the guy who sort of comes in once a week, whereas actually what you really want is someone who's going to sit there, produce your album and produce your record.
We kind of thought we'd get, because we've known, I don't know, Slash and I have known Rick Rubin since '87, maybe '86. And I think that's the Rick Rubin we thought we'd be getting. We thought he'd go back old school, but he is, he was doing, by the time we got into the nuts and bolts of us, we thought he would be coming down every day, and, oh, Rick, you didn't tell us you're doing a U2 record, a Metallica record, a Linkin Park record, a Slayer record, and you're starting, this, and Weezer's over there, like, contemplating, like, well, a couple months of that, of really not seeing him, and just wasn't our style. We needed, and the band was sort of, we'd gone through a bunch of shit, this band's not allergic to drama, and there was some shit going on that was really outside of our control, but it was affecting us, and we needed somebody to come in and kind of like, put us in a room, lock the door, fucking remind us about the music, and like, this is what we're doing, and we're a united band, and fuck everything else, So Brendan, luckily, the thing happened with Rick, because if we would have stayed with Rick, and we wouldn't have found Brendan to do this record, and he was the perfect guy to do this record. He's a musician, came in and just started kind of like playing with us. He'd plug in a guitar and start playing along to our songs, and start talking about the song and the music, and fuck yeah, this is great, and getting excited, and oh yeah, we're a band, that's right, this is what we do, and fuck all that other stuff that's outside of our control and outside of us. So
what do you think that Brendan brought that was fresh like that to the new record? Even approaches to, because you guys are all
a musical approach, outside, because with Rick, what happened to us, because Rick would come in once a month, say, okay, we'll write more songs. With that, and then, so we had like 40 to 50 songs. Too many fucking songs. Like, we didn't even know what was good or not anymore. And with a guy like Rick Rubin saying write more songs than leaving, we started to have self-doubt. Like, do we suck? Maybe we've just lost it, Maybe we just don't know how to write a song anymore. And Brendan came in, and he's like, wow, you guys got too many songs. How do you know what's good or not anymore? We don't, Brendan. Okay, well, fuck, I'll listen to everything, and why don't you let me, pick out some songs, and we'll just start working on those. And don't worry about all that other shit you've written, just take it this song at a time. Really? You'll listen to everything? Yeah, I'll listen to everything. And shows up with a guitar. Fuck, this part, going from this part to this part's fucking great, man. Can we play it? And he would start playing to it. He'd start, fucking with it. What do you think about putting a B minor 7 in there, Oh, I don't know. Maybe that's great, So we just started, we just got excited about us on a song-by-song basis, and within 11 days we were making our record.